Hi, I'm Dr. John Grohol. I'd like to talk to you today about holidays got you down. I got a few ideas and tips that might help you out this holiday season. You're not alone if you're not exactly feeling in the holiday spirit this year. Too many crowds, too much Christmas music, too many family obligations. You eat and drink like there's no tomorrow, but then you have to wake up the next morning anyway. It can be all a bit too much. The holidays can get us down, but we can also fight back. So how exactly do you go about doing that? So the first thing you have to do is you have to kick the stress. You can kick the holiday stress by doing as much planning ahead of time as possible. Plan your time with extended family, plan who's cooking what day, and where you need to be on which day. The more you schedule things and stick to that schedule, and I know that's tough, the more likely you won't be stressed out by having to make a dozen last-minute decisions. Now is the time to do those things that you've done in the past to help you successfully deal with stress. If you like to exercise to keep the stress at bay, make sure you get and keep to your regimen as much as possible. If you like to get a massage, why not get one? Don't put off using your coping skills because there's no time or you feel like you have to be there for others. You can't be there for others until you've taken care of yourself. I know this is the time of the year where we all like to imbibe and overeat and indulge, but we have to keep in mind moderation is best. And so it's easy to go overboard with everything during the holidays because you tell yourself, hey, I deserve this, or one more helping won't really hurt anything. We feel like it'll help the stress if we have one or two or three extra drinks to help deal with our family. But overdoing it rarely helps anything and makes us feel worse in the long run. We wake up the next morning feeling guilty and ashamed. So rather than say, oh, you can't do any of that, because that's not very practical, what I like to tell people and encourage them to do is to give yourself an allowance maybe every other meal. Or when you do say for the meal, you're going to have a little extra, that's fine, but limit it to one extra helping, not two or three. And same with drinking. You're welcome to have another drink, but don't turn that additional drink into two, three, or four. Another holiday coping tip I like to talk about is don't try to change anything big. Now's not the time to start a new diet, have a new routine, or try out a new personality. Just ain't. Stick to what has worked usually the best in the past, and with a few little tweaks here and there to make things even better. You can, of course, always try and change things for the better, but the holidays probably aren't the best time to try and do a lot of that changing. It's wiser also to do it in little bits and pieces rather than all at once. For instance, you want to improve your relationship with a family member? Take baby steps to work on more clearly communicating with them without the snark, sarcasm, or bringing up past embarrassments or hurt. Actions always speak louder than words, so no need to tell others you're working on improving these things. Just do it. And last, I want to talk about preparing for tense or awkward situations. As they say, a good offense is the best defense. So if you prepare ahead of time for such awkward family social situations, you're probably going to come out of it feeling a little bit better about yourself. There was a past article with the advice given that if your mother-in-law, the one who tends to push your buttons, is staying with you for several days, figure out how you approach her when she inevitably hits a nerve. Let's say she criticizes your parenting. When she makes a comment, you might reply, I love how much you care about the kids. And it helps to recognize her intention, which is really about caring for the kids. Or you can say something like, "Thank you for respecting my parenting style. I know sometimes that's hard to do." In other words, you find a positive twist to take on the negative comment or criticism and turn it around so she is unexpectedly at a loss for words because she wasn't expecting you to react positively towards her criticism. So I think it's key to plan for those kinds of confrontations and to try and disarm them with some thinking about ways you're going to do that before you actually have them. It'll set yourself up to be more successful and help you out dealing with the stress more better. These are just a few holiday tips for dealing with the family and the stress this holiday season. We have a whole heck of a lot more on our website, psychcentral.com. I hope you check it out and share these tips with your friends and family. Thank you for joining us. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.